What's up guys, YGO coming at you with Seraph Volcanics. This is the next step for my Volcanic deck. Probably was the next step for a lot of Volcanic decks. It definitely saw a bit of play back in the, Duelist Alliance format, shortly after new challengers came out. I believe it was with the Blaze Accelerator Reload. Might have been Secrets of Eternity. It's one of those two sets. The point is, it saw a bit of play after World Superstars dropped and Volcanic was a thing, since Volcanic was good against Cleeford at the time. And, just everything in general actually had a solid matchup. But whatever. We got the modern revamp of my deck now that lavalval was murdered. Getting right into it, it's similar to my last profile, triple Volcanic Rocket. When it's summoned, you can add a Blaze Accelerator card from your deck or graveyard to your hand. You can recycle from the graveyard too, it's very nice. 1900 attack is super solid, and I mean, just in general, a good card to have, level 4. Got triple of the Royal Firestorm guard. Some people cut this down to 2. I'm playing at 3. It's still pretty pure build for me in that sense. When it's summoned, shuffle 4 Pyros from your graveyard into the deck and draw 2. Draw power, recycling, too good not to pass up. 1700 body isn't bad, and level 4 means rank 4. We've also got triple Volcanic Scattershot, our Raigeki. When it's sent to the grave by the effect of a Blaze Accelerator, you can send 2 more from your hand or deck to the graveyard and blow up all monsters on their field, and then inflict 500 for each one sent. So, not bad. We're playing triple shell just for consistency with Blaze Accelerator Reload and 1 counter. That makes our Volcanic lineup. For our other monsters, we're playing 2 Summoner Monk to go into things like Volcanic Rocket, easy rank 4, unfortunately not lavalval, but also things like Star Seraph Scepter. When it's normal or special summoned, you can add a Star Seraph monster card from your deck to your hand, super nice. And if it's used to summon as a material to summon a monster, it gains the effect that when the monster succeeds summoned, it can destroy 1 card the opponent controls. The ideal monster to search, obviously, is Sovereignty. We run 3 of each of these. When Sovereignty is can't be used for a summon of a monster that is an exceed monster with 2 materials or less. So you got to have a 3 material or more monster to summon it. The key in terms of chaining here, you want to have 1 Sovereignty in your hand, summon Scepter, be it through Summoner Monk or whatever. So you summon Scepter, you have 1 Sovereignty in your hand, and then you search out a second one. So when you summon Scepter, you chain the first one, summon it, do special summon this, then you'll draw a card, or you search the second one, draw a card off this, chain this, draw again, you'll get 2 more. If you were to happen to draw into the other Sovereignty, you can actually special summon that and draw again. So it's a great little draw engine. Fantastic for getting out rank 4s in general, and just a solid way to keep the deck live in a different way. That makes my monster lineup. Should probably zoom out for things like that next time. Oops. Spell lineup, we got 2 Magic Planter. Send a Continuous Trap to the grave, draw 2. Super great in this deck. We've run plenty of Continuous Traps. Other spells include 1 Raigeki and 1 Foolish. Foolish sends a Volcanic to the graveyard like Shell or Counter, and then, Raigeki's Raigeki. For my spell trap removal, I'm playing 1 MST and 1 Twin Twister. Generally, you might be able to play 2 Twin Twister just because, you've got discard, draw, discard, draw. There's enough draw power in the deck to merit it. I found that sometimes it could be costly, but that might just be me. You might look at that and say, well, you're an idiot, it should be 2 Twin Twister. In which case, yeah, play 2 Twin Twister. But for me, I'm finding this works well enough. Back row isn't too predominant except for PK Fire, and in that case, we'll side the other Twin Twisters in. That makes my spell lineup very short, very simple. For this trap lineup, starting off our continuous, we got 3 Blaze Accelerator Reload. Plenty of effects here. During either player's turn, you can discard 1 Volcanic to draw a card, so you're constantly looping, just burning through your deck, thinning it out. And then if it's sent to the graveyard, you can banish it to send 1 Volcanic monster from your deck to the graveyard. Either of these effects, you can send Scattershot, then send 2 more and Raigeki it. So you can discard 1, do that, summon Royal Firestorm guards. If this gets removed for Magic Planter, MST, whatever, you can get those Scattershots back into the deck with Firestorm guards, and then banish this and do it all again. Scattershot just has to be sent to the graveyard by the effect of a Blaze Accelerator Reload. Blaze Accelerator Reload, or a Blaze Accelerator card in general, actually. It doesn't have to be the trap version, you could do the spell version. It doesn't have to be on the field, it's just to go to the graveyard from the Blaze Accelerator card. Pretty great. Other continuous traps, 2 Fiendish to stall. Choice here over Breakthrough skill being that we play Magic Planter and can use it when it's dead for things like draw power. 2 Call the Haunted since we're playing Seraphs. Again, if they die or become, dead on field, all you have to do is Magic Planter them away. We're playing 1 Bottomless, 1 Warning, triple lose 1 turn, and 1 Vanities. So you're really stalling, you're very slow, very control-based, blowing up their board, repeating it over and over again. Very fun deck for me, not fun for the opponent. I just like these guys. They're classic. I'm glad they're back. And the Seraph engine keeps it, a little more unique, gets you a little more extra deck plays. So with that said, we'll take a look at our extra deck. First things first, 1 Ouroboros. It requires 3 level 4s to summon. It's the Xyz Trishula. Literally, it's based on Trishula. It's got 3 effects. You detach 1, activate 1 effect. You only use each effect once, so by the time you detached all 3 materials, you've got all 3. And that is, you can bounce a card from their field to the hand, send a card from the hand to the graveyard, and banish 1 card in the graveyard. So a lot of popularity in that 6 Samurai Gateway loop, but not this time. 1 Delteros, since it's 3 material level 4s, our monsters can't be negated. That can be pretty solid. If they don't strike this, they can't really strike any other Xyz summons, which is nice. And then, detach 1 to pop 1, always a solid effect. And finally, I'm playing 1 Masquerade. The ability to mill the opponent's deck can be helpful, except against PK Fire and Burning Abyss. And you know what, even Cosmo sometimes, so be wary about that. But with Monarch, as long as you don't hit Erebus, you can hit some things. It's just a solid card, more for rogue matchups, to be honest. Each meta deck doesn't mind getting the mill, so be wary of that. For non-3 materials, we got 1 Castel and an Honor Arc just for spot removal, alongside Direwolf. The Abyss Dweller kind of shuts down graveyard effects, which is pretty great against Cosmo and Burning Abyss. Emerald recycles things if we don't have Firestorm guards, or summon Firestorm guards, recycle 4 things, and then summon this and get 3 more. Just do it, I dare you. 1 Dark Rebellion Dragon for beating. Cairngorgon's a solid opening turn, 2450, and redirecting targeting things isn't bad. So that's something to consider. We got 1 Steelswarm Roach, primarily for Cosmo. Cowboy to steal games. Rhapsody and Berserk boost up our other guys to beat over things, because that can be a problem. And then also just in general, banished cards from the graveyard, which other than Cosmo can be pretty hurtful. Erebus or, the Dantes. 1 number 82 Heartlane Draco, just for attacking directly to steal other games, and a Trap Chicks for Flesia because we play the rank 4 and we do play a Trap Hole. The key here is that I'm not playing Utopia the Lightning. If you're going to play Utopia the Lightning, as is with other videos, one of these 3 can probably go. 2 of them ultimately for Utopia the Lightning. Maybe you'll find Steelswarm Roach is a bad idea and Heartlane Draco because, this has utility for banishing. That's fine, take these, Utopia and Lightning. I just don't have a Lightning yet because I just can't find that book, and I just haven't opened it online yet because I'm lazy. But that is my Volcanic deck. Let me know what you guys think. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you next time on YGO Strats.